Talking. Good evening, everybody. This is DM Discretion, and we are Gotham After Dark. It is a Cypher system TTRPG, and it is a villain-centered campaign. With us tonight, we have a full complement of players. We have Audible, Mystic Knight, Diablo, Toreador, Ethera, and Crosshair. Let's start here.
Who the hell was that?
Oh wait, no, that's me. Let's get some musica here.
Oh.
Let's do this. Here we go. Crosshair.
Yo.
All right, hold on. This is getting really loud. I'm assuming you guys can hear that. I want to make sure that's not come up twice. It might be.
Who's he starting with?
Starting with Crosshair.
Yeah, she's at a rave.
If I see a black man come in with a black trench coat, I'm out.
Yeah, that's funny.
That doubled.
Yeah, it did.
Actually, more than double, because I kept hearing it fading in the background.
What, the music?
No,
No.
our conversation.
You guys are hearing the reverb?
Heard James, what James said, repeat a
like-
couple
Yeah.
times.
Like an echo, not a reverb.
Oh, I can tell you why. It's because I had my phone to my ear. My bad. And I was trying to make sure that Twitch was coming through with everybody's voices. They are. So
I'm
you
not
know
playing
what?
that character.
I'm sorry. I just realized what I said.
No, Joe, I'm just fucking with you.
No, I get it. You arrive at the hidden science lab of Dr. Glasgow. What's his first name again? Or did you do one? Let's see if it's Aiden Glasgow. Okay. An excommunicado, former scientist at the University of Scotland, and he is a biogeneticist specializing in nanotech. When you arrive, he is the lab itself seems to be not there's nothing specifically on, but there's a light at the far end of the room, and you can hear the familiar tack 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 as he's tapping across his old style keyboard. He has one of those mechanical ones. He has a tick where he has to hear noise at all times, otherwise he gets a little anxious. So he's just tapping along. And you arrive. He had turned at one point and was startled to see you standing there in your Batman-like pose. It's like, Jesus Christ! It's like, you can't scare me like that, lass.
I'm sorry, Glasgow.
It's like,
How have you been?
I'm a fucking old man, you know. It's just, I don't have much time on this heart. My fucking Scottish is bad. I keep sounding like Dr. Evil or Jamaican.
Dr. Jamaican.
Dr. Jamaican Evil. It's like, what do I owe the honor of your visit?
Well, I have some work for you.
Oh, good. I'm starting to get bored with this thing. As you turn, you can see, you look over his shoulder to see this rabbit that's in what looks like a plexiglass container. We see it looks like a modified microwave in the sense of how you can visualize it.
Right.
The thing inside, it's twitching every once in a while. You see these tubes and wires going inside various parts of its body as it's twitching. There's currents of electricity going across its fur. Is that you can hear it's like as it twitches. The fucking thing won't die. It's just amazing. It's like, you know,
What do you mean it won't die?
it's been doing that for like the past 3 days. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, but that's not why you're here. What?
Oh, I just sent it to you, Lou.
Okay. So, you said you had a job for me.
Yeah. First off, I give him his medicine for his heart.
Ah. Much obliged to you, lass.
You know, I got a few connections. I can get you that heart transplant.
Nah, it's not, done. It's when it's my time. When it's me time, it's me time. I'm not looking to be immortal. I just want my name to live forever.
Well, if you can do this for me, then it will. Also, with this one, I also have another side mission for you.
So what am I, bloody Tom Cruise? So what do you mean missions?
You always said you wanted to kill a meta, correct?
Well, not so much kill as much as I'd love to dissect one. You have one handy?
I have one in mind, but I'm gonna need your help.
I said, tell me what you need.
So I give him the full description of Chilito, of what I saw, and as I'm describing it, my left hand starts shaking a little bit out of fear.
He's looking at his eyes do quickly dart down. You can, from the thickness of his glasses, his pupils are about a millimeter wide. But he's like, "You all right?" So yeah, you seem a little unsafe today. You're usually cool as you're usually as cold as ice. Something about this one set you off, eh?
He put his hands on me and started to squeeze the life out my body, and I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Well, that'll do it. Well, if he is as strong as you say, have you tried the tranquilizer? He walks over to a cabinet full of vials. They look like what do you call it? They're vials, like for syringes. And he's like, here it is. Yeah. He said, this. He said, this will knock out. He said, this will take down a full bull elephant. You might have to pierce his hide if it's as strong as you say. But I'll leave that to you. I said, but if I may be so bold, what would get someone to put their hands on a wee lass like yourself? Capable that you are.
His mother was killed and taken over by some black goo. I know you live down here, but you had to have heard something about this black goo that was going on from Helios to some guy by the name of Shepard being the head of it.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch the damn news. Spill it out for me. What black
So
goo?
I gave him the entire rundown of the black goo from the meeting all the way up to current.
The more you talk about it, the more his eyes and attention is fixed. And he's like, you do not happen to have a sample of that, would you?
I do. I give him the box, and I hold up the vial. This is dangerous. Whatever it touches, whatever it gets on, it automatically assimilates it.
Without skipping a beat, he reaches for it. He's just like, as you're saying, this is dangerous. His hand is virtually on the flask, on the vial.
This thing is scaring all of New York.
It's like
My
this.
thing is, there can't be something like this out here without there being a control, which is why I came to you.
So, what you mean control? It's
A
something.
way to destroy it or use it.
So you're saying that this is engineered.
I was scanning it on my base and it was shutting down my computers, going through my computers, almost like an EMP.
What? What? It's like this. I don't know if you've let it go from your hands, but you can feel him pulling at it.
Glasgow, do not let it touch your naked skin. I don't want to lose you.
But you have it in this thing here. It's clearly
You
a
see
kind.
it moving.
I-
Hey,
It's like what? It's as he's running his finger along the glass, the outside of the glass vial, the liquid's following his finger, and he's just like, oh, so it is. You have to let me examine it.
yo, didn't the cleaners get here before me? They left the day before. Out of character.
What do you mean?
Because they dropped the body off to Glasgow. The guy wanted a favor.
They dropped off a body, but you don't see a body here. At least
Glasgow was
they claim
were the
to have
cleaners
dropped
here?
off a body. It's like, yeah, there was. Why?
Did they drop off a body to you?
Yeah, some random autopsy.
Frozen body?
What do you mean frozen? They
I
didn't.
had it
Is
frozen
they didn't
because it had the
drop
same
a
black goo inside of it.
what black goo? What are you talking about, Les? They dropped off a body for an autopsy. I did I did the bloody autopsy, even though that's not what I do. He said, but everything seemed normal. And he goes over to back to his screen and he types in some. He goes through the motions, finds the screen. He's like, look, and you can see an embedded video of someone following him around as he's pointing, and you don't see you see a body. You see the Y incision, the chest cavity exposed, organs, and he's
Who's
pointing at
following him
them.
around?
Someone with a camera, not a camera, but a cell phone camera.
Who is it?
It's like it's one of your cleaners. You said it came with the body. He's the only one that wanted the only one willing to stay in the room to do the to do the video. So I can only do one thing at a time. Not exactly equipped for an autopsy.
Lou, does the person look familiar? Like, is part of one of the crew actually one of the part of the crew?
Someone on their crew, yes, but not any one of the main five.
I need to identify that person, see who he or she is.
It's like, was I supposed to find something? Are you telling me that thing? He's pointing, he's tapping the glass, and by tapping it, I don't mean like gently. He's like this, ding, 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 this thing.
Easy.
He's like, this was inside one of them bodies. It causes all this mass chaos and confusion, and you sent them to me.
Yes, I sent him to the best.
It's like, hold on, just hold on a tick. While the flattery is well deserved, in my opinion, you didn't send me a frozen body. It's like that corpse was cold but not frozen, and there was nothing else in that. And you're saying that this thing could have come with that inside of it, and it does everything that you say.
Yes.
Well, and someone's taking you for a ride. because there's nothing that came over with that body. They said that these are the. When he gives you the report, it's the person that died from blunt force trauma to the head. That was his determination.
Now the cleaners are dirty. Okay. Okay. Well,
It's like, is there something I'm missing here?
there's a drug running around called Solomon Grundy.
You mean like the American poem from the South?
Yes.
What is it? Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Oh, yeah, I can't remember. I cannot remember the whole thing.
But yes.
It's like they named it after that. That's a stupid fucking
Yes.
name.
It seems to have an adverse effect. And the end result is this black goo. These people becoming creatures with this black goo, and it takes over. Kind of like that movie. What was the one with Tom Hardy?
Who?
Venom.
It has venom in it.
It has a sentience to it.
Like a parasite.
Yes. But a very, very fast acting
So again, he
parasite.
said, wait, so this ding, 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 is a parasite.
And inside of the box is a sample with the clothes, and it has a parasite on it also.
He backs up from the table. He's like, so all that, what? That's that goo? Is it? And it's in the air, and we have no protection. What the hell is wrong with you? It's moving away from it. It's like,
Hold on.
Is that
I
thing?
made sure his lab he had everything for his lab for just the contingencies.
That's why he's backing up. He's heading towards a panel by the door.
So, need to seal this thing up, and I need you to study it and find out some type of control or anything else like that to destroy it or control it or to weaponize it for us.
I have to know what it is before I can go ahead and do all of that. But
Well,
you cannot be bringing a biological contaminant into my lab and not letting me know ahead of time.
But I called you.
Did not have the time to put. If you don't get me on, if I am not the one picking up the phone, then it's clear I'm working.
And I apologize. This is my faux pas. So, what do you need?
So he goes over to the door. He's like, come. He said, leave that.
So I leave it.
We have to decontaminate. You crazy daft woman. So you go into that. It's a decontamination chamber. He punches in a couple of codes, and then a gas comes down. It smells like a mixture of chlorine and ammonia. It's not overpowering, but it definitely clears the sinuses.
Okay.
So you might want to hold your breath, lass.
I hold my breath.
So like, and then it clears out. I sincerely hope that's not an airborne virus.
No, not
It's
yet.
like,
It has 3 different stages. It seems ultraviolet light can hurt it. Fire can hurt it.
what's the
I
third?
was able to freeze it.
So ultraviolet and fire can kill it, destroy it. You say hurt it. He's like,
It can destroy it, but it turns into like a white ash, from what I was told, and becomes almost like airborne. It becomes airborne.
It's like, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor, lass. If you're gonna send me a biological agent to examine, at least do me the courtesy of properly containing it. So at least in that vial there. And he's like, wait, was that? It's like as the door slides open, he walks over to it and he picks it up. He's like twice as much fluid is in the vial as before. He's like, was this full before?
No, it wasn't. I pull my gun, put it down. Can you have something to contain it?
So he's just like, what? You can see his fingers start to open up and he's like, catches it in his palm.
No.
He's like, okay. He goes over to that that microwave where the bunny is, and he punches a couple buttons. You can see the wires retract from it, and then he grabs a garbage pail and puts the thing on the side of the table, grabs the animal and sweeps it right into the garbage. In you go, and in you go. So he's just like,
Okay.
I do not have gloves. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that goes on for about a good 10 minutes before he can confirm that he's not contaminated. And then he's looking at this thing, and he's just like, how is it doing that? This should be not. It's like, unless it's consuming that container you put it in, there should be no way that it self-replicates and grows. It's like, and this, how did you come across this?
We was it was a meeting. Shepard showed up, some in a form much bigger than this, with all that black goo on it, threatened us and the entire house. A shootout happened, people were killed. End result, there was goo all over the place, being cleaned up. That was the first time.
And
the second time,
tell me how they cleaned it up, please. Walk me through it.
I gave them the entire way that the cleanup crew did. They used bleach and pressure hoses and tried to contain it.
You see the gears turning in his head as he's trying to understand, trying to rationalize what you're saying. He's even repeating certain parts back to you, just to make sure that he is getting the story as you're describing it.
I give him the full description of how they was cleaning it up. Some of them went down to the sewers.
It's like this. It's a this went down a New York City sewer system. Am I hearing you correctly, lads?
Yes.
Oh. I need to sit somewhere. And no one thought to maybe just outright destroying it. You said fire could destroy it, but fire has a
froze it.
Fire has a fire seems to be the most efficient way to destroy it, but it has that combustible effect. Correct? So
yes.
That's probably not a good way to do it without destroying half the.
And then without Helios is also behind this too.
What?
Because it also seems it stems from the heroes uptown, from their building.
So you're saying that pack of do-gooders is responsible for all this?
Yes. And I gave them the iPad with that also plethora of information.
Okay. I need time. There's a lot. There's a lot to consider here. Said,
if you need anything, I'll go out and pick it up for you and bring it back.
Of course. I'll check in with you as soon as I have anything. This is don't understand. It's just, if this is what you say, then this could be like some sort of meta invasion. And something's controlling this, as you're saying. It's sentient. Is it Is it sentient and independent sentience, or is it part of a hive mind?
Might be a little bit of both.
If it's either or both, if it's either, it's dangerous. If it's both, it's catastrophic, potentially catastrophic. I need time. I need time to think. I'll
Give me the list of what you need.
I don't even know what I need. I have to look. I have to try to find a way to investigate this thing without taking me over. Can I have that? Okay. With that, he asks you to leave, but you don't. It's a request and not an order.
Be careful, Glasgow.
Of course. Not every day. Your friends bring you a biological agent uncovered.
You have my number. You need a new burner phone?
So, no. Why? Why? Who's after you? It's like it's someone else trying to find us.
No. Nobody's after me. I made sure that I took the oldest car that had no computers in it.
No, you took it seems like you took every precaution. So
I
unless
left my phone back at the base.
if you have another number to give me, I'll take that.
I give you my private number.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on to Ethera before I get to the Doublemint twins. So Ethera, what was your next move after you left the diner, the Floridian?
I'm actually gonna go and what time is it now?
I'd say about 3 in the afternoon.
In the afternoon? Okay. I'm going to do some research. I will go to like I said, braid my hair up, hold my hood up. I'm going to go to
Lou, I just texted you. Sorry.
Okay. The picture that they have of you is relatively old. It was when you were. How old is your character?
26, I believe.
Okay.
Double check.
When did Ethera make a splash in the Underworld? Her first big job that would have garnered her notice.
Let's say 3 years ago.
Okay. So they have that. They have a picture of you from 3 years ago when you had your hair styled different. But they're also taking that and using AI to generate different looks as far as your hair color and your eye color.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, it's a 3-year-old photo, so it's close. But you already know that you don't want people just staring at you.
Right.
To make that positive ID. But you were heading where?
Actually, I will. Shit, I haven't seen an internet cafe in ages. Holy fuck.
They exist.
Do they even still exist?
They do.
Shit. Okay, well,
Think
that's
so.
what.
Yeah, a couple of cyber cafes down in the Chinatown area. One in Midtown, but that's more of a slash Starbucks.
Right.
If you're looking to hook up your laptop, Starbucks. If you're looking for already established spot, it would be FedEx Kinko's.
Oh no, I'm planning to use an already established spot for research. That no way am I going to do this off of my own. equipment.
So yeah,
So,
the most known
Chinatown
ones
it
are
is.
FedEx Kinko.
Okay.
Chinatown it is. It's easy to get lost in that area
Yep, and it's
or
close,
to
and
blend in.
it's nearby.
Yeah.
You get to the first internet cafe that you find. It's internet cafe / boba / froyo.
Slash ramen.
There's a crowd of there's people there around your age, in their early 20s. A lot of writers, people that are not even looking up from their laptops. Only a couple of people are actually having conversations when you go in. And let's try something here. When you get in, the person behind the counter says, "Welcome." It's like, she's like, "Sit anywhere." Seeing your face, there's like, "You can sit anywhere." This is a young guy, he's probably around 19, and he goes back to his line.
All right. I'm going to find a location that's out of the way, corner.
Okay.
Maintains a good view of the rest of the location.
Okay.
And the exits, and settle in. Preferably a spot that already has a setup in place. I'm not going to pull my own machine out.
Okay. You're able to find one.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
We're looking to rent some time and then start looking into incidents involving Helios and these weird attacks and possibility of the Black Goo. And start referencing and making notes of locations I could look into to see if maybe I could procure a sample. Just covering different bases.
So barista comes over. It's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" It's a young Asian woman, about 22. Is there anything I can get you? A latte, some boba tea. So we have really good mango boba. But it's like she's like, "I'm sensing maybe a chai latte."
I scrunch up my face a little bit and then I go, "Yes, sure."
Okay, great. I will bring one over. Okay, and so what is your research going to consist of?
Just going through current events past 72 hours.
Okay.
Looking at the incidents, looking at anything that matches up with what I've seen so far, as far as sudden meta attacks.
Okay.
And any kind of indication that it's a monstrous meta of some type, or anything along those lines. Looking to see how many of those crop up over the past 72 hours.
Okay. Most of the mainstream media is focused around the Helios Tower, and then there are some side stories about encounters with a giant metahuman that attacked a military convoy, and there's some cell phone video from different angles. Right before an explosion. Once an explosion happens, people duck and cover, so the camera gets all shaky and people are screaming. But for the most part, the view that you got of this behemoth, and it's a behemoth in that it was standing about where it was standing. Its chest was chest high to the top of an APC before the shooting started and explosions and people screaming.
And where did that happen at?
That happened That happened in downtown Manhattan, not too far from where you were. And there was also an incident by Helios Tower where a group of people saw a half-naked ninja jump out of a vehicle that looks like something out of like a sci-fi novel, and it did some weird, not weird. He did some acrobatic sword work that you marvel at because of his precision, as it's essentially sliced right through this thing. But then he ended up having to, you could see him he was not covered in it, but where there were splashes of that black goo, he was just ripping his clothing off and throwing it to the ground. And then once he noticed the crowd, he made his way away from the crowd. He ran away from the crowd. The angle that you have is maybe about a half a block away. It's people that were cordoned off, and everyone had their phones out. But this is the one that came up with the most hits on YouTube. And then a vehicle had swung by and picked him up, and he got in and drove away.
Okay.
And they're on the Chiron, not the Chiron. The title of the video is like it's like crazy meta battle in Midtown, or not Midtown. It was Uptown. Crazy Uptown meta battle.
Okay.
Question, and this goes to Mystic Knight. Your alter ego, was he relatively famous, infamous, or would anyone in the Underworld know of him?
My alter ego, maybe.
This is from the Gotham After Dark main story.
Yeah, but he's well known around his circle, the intellects, the scholars. So he's
all right.
known.
So then, Ithera would not know of him. You wouldn't have crossed paths given your professions.
No, but we have crossed paths.
No, he's talking about your other character.
What? Crimson Sage?
Yes.
You talking about?
Yes, I'm calling my.
Oh yeah,
Sage.
he is well renowned. Ever since he joined the GSCF, he is well known amongst the underground. Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, you recognize Crimson Sage. And he had taken one of those down, but you saw him disrobe from where anything that touched his costume, his outfit.
Interesting. Okay. And then he was picked up and taken elsewhere.
Correct.
How public was that? That's a very public situation.
That was a very public situation. And the thing that attacked him was one of those distended corpse brutes. But this didn't have any of the goo coming out of him, like the woman from the lobby.
Okay. But what the hell is this?
By the way, the music's from the Internet Cafe, if you haven't figured it out.
Yeah, no, I figured.
Okay.
Background noise. No, it was something else that came up on my computer.
Okay.
All right. So aside from that very public one, I'm going to look for less public situations that have happened. Stuff that came up on social media. So I'll poke around on the different social media sites using the keywords and phrases for meta monster attacks. just to see what comes up. So I'm going to be sitting here for a while, looking at video, essentially.
Okay. All right. Now, ultimately, what are you looking to get out of this?
Trying to find a location that is less, trying to find a site that's less public, but that there might have been an incident at. And then I would go and check that out to see if there are any possible samples to be had. That's one aspect. While I'm also working on trying to, I know that, what's his name again?
Mystic Knight.
Yeah, Mystic. I did talk to Mystic Knight about hacking Helios. To see what other locations they have. Let me see. Haven't heard from Crosshair since I last spoke to her. Because that was the primary plan, was to get Crosshair over to see Vanessa with the sample she has. But there's been nothing so far from her. I'm gonna reach out to her after. Actually, you know what? I will text her.
Okay. Crosshair, you get that text. Is Crosshair here?
Yeah, I don't get the text.
Oh, that's right. The text goes unanswered. There's no 3 dots, no nothing. It just says sent.
Okay. Well, the text message is simply still thinking.
No, there's no. It's not the 3.
No. Right. I just sent it. And that's that.
You just sent it.
Yeah. All right. What I will do, after I'm basically gonna just put together a number of sites to visit, both major and minor sites. And what I will do is, when I get to those sites, is to see what the presence there is. Is there presence of Helios? Is there presence of GSTF? How involved is this getting?
Okay.
And I will also reach out. That's a good question. I will also reach out about Solomon Grundy.
Okay. Give me a little bit more on reaching out about Solomon Grundy.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm not gonna do that while sitting right there in the cafe. I will actually get up and go to the bathroom, take out the burner phone. Text a few people.
Okay.
Let them know that I have an interest in getting a hold of Solomon Grundy for a client. And can anyone give me a lead on getting a hold of it?
Okay.
Or the best person or the best people to ask.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So with that, let us. We're gonna come back to Toreador and Audible. You make your way over to the dock, and the scene, as you get closer, there seems to be a traffic, more and more traffic, to the point where it stands still. And just a side question: how are you guys getting there? Because I should have asked that to begin with.
How did we get there last time?
You're gonna fly there. It's daytime.
Oh, I'm not flying during the day.
Right.
No, we took a car.
Yeah.
We took a cab there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even the drivers.
I have Uber on my app on my phone.
That's fine. As you get closer, the driver does warn you that this area has been closed off. Some sort of gas leak explosion. So he can only take you but so far, and he can drop you about maybe a block and a half away.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's more than fine.
Okay.
I tipped you in the app.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, but be careful out there.
We will. Thanks.
Okay, so this-
Get out the car.
Give me a second here. All right, go ahead. As you get closer, you can smell. You can still smell smoke, and you can see smoke above the low buildings coming from that direction. Down that avenue, you can still see there's still fire trucks, cops. They've already blocked off that adjoining street to that avenue, and there's black and white, well, it's black billowing smoke, suggesting that the fire is still going on.
Oh, this is a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. Looking around, do I see any of those Korean dudes around?
Oh, not anywhere near there. No, there's crowds that are, not a huge crowd, but people just looky-loos as they walk by. Some people are standing. The cops are there, facing outward, facing you guys as they're making sure that people don't cross the barriers. There's at least 3 fire trucks that you can see from your vantage point.
All right. So, I say we just case the area for a little bit. Walk around. Walk around the block. Like don't go into the area of that's being affected. But walk around. Just have a look around the area in general.
Yeah, I do the same with him.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm looking at the pop. I'm just looking at the people that are around as I'm walking, just going through. I'm keeping an eye out for anyone that might be affiliated. That might. Nah, that's done. I don't know them well enough. So I ask Audible. That other gang that was here. Would you recognize most of them if you saw them?
I don't know. Would I, Lou? Was that something? Was that a gang? I mean, I recognize Magali's gang that she had, but it looked like most of them had got turned. Was there anybody
and
else?
the whole thing with the Koreans, you guys weren't privy to that information. That was Mystic Knight's reconnaissance.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, like the only people beside that we've even fucked with since we started this whole thing out of everybody is, obviously me and T have been chilling together and Crosshair, but most of us don't. Everybody else has kind of been like separated.
Now you said the thing about the Koreans. We knew about them because when I was looking into why his friend disappeared, it sounded like they were moving in, and then we saw them over here. So anything past that we don't know. But other than that, I mean, I don't know what Mr. Knight found out about them.
Right. So essentially, that information could be any number of rivals. So unfortunately, with what limited information that you guys have, you can only speculate at this point. What the fuck?
Well, I'm making that speculation because
that's fine. Speculation costs nothing.
They were thick here all over the place when we came down to that first time.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to even rendezvous with anybody to give what I got. I've had no reason to.
Either way. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk around and take a look, keep an eye on people, see how they
I'm
move,
gonna-
see who's
I'm-
not moving, see who's watching and who's watching others or watching for others.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my sound abilities for my hearing, which would basically be like, I guess that's basically my danger sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that to basically like casually eavesdrop on any conversation
Okay.
in the crowd, see what if anybody's saying anything, if there's anything.
Roll your intellect. Make an intellect check for your perception. And if you have any abilities to lower the difficulty, call them out.
Okay, let's see. Would that be danger sense? No?
Well, I mean, you're
Intellect. Hold on.
you're using your perception not to
What?
track for
Trained
danger,
in,
right?
Trained in perception actions.
Okay, so that lowers it by 1.
I think that's it.
Okay, and you can choose to add to it or not. You're not obligated.
Right now, since it's just recon, I'm not going to add to it.
Okay, so then make a 20-sided roll, please.
Of course.
And so it begins.
Of course.
He hears nothing.
So
Even drop.
there's as you open up your senses, your auditory senses, you're overwhelmed by the sounds of the fire trucks as their engines are humming. You hear a lot of chatter. It's just in that moment you're overwhelmed, but there's something that you thought you heard, and it causes you to snap back to the point where you're like, you have that slight headache, and you notice this Toreador. He's just like, fuck.
God damn it.
Damn farting moths.
I look at it. You okay, dude?
Nah. Not really.
The hell was that?
Failed attempted something. Just give me a second. Fuck. Is there a store nearby?
If you want to try it again, you can. It just your difficulty just went up by a point.
Okay. Let's see if they. I think the dice hate me.
Well, I can certainly tell you that.
I got a 5.
So again, you try, and right now you're having a hell of a time focusing.
I got nothing. Too much noise.
It's fine. Take your time.
Too much noise.
Let's recover first, dude. That looked like it was painful.
Sometimes it just I get migraines with this shit sometimes. Is there a store around anywhere, like a deli or anything like that?
There's a deli about a half a block away from the scene. Yes.
Yo, T, give me a second. I'm gonna get some pain meds real quick. I'll be right back.
I go with him. Come on, we'll go.
Okay.
Smoke licking for loco.
Nice.
Go to fucking New York Deli and give me a sandwich.
All right.
Oh yeah.
You make it in. You get what you're getting, and go ahead and make I need. Toreador doesn't have any ESP type abilities, correct?
ESP type abilities? No.
Okay, so audible. I'm gonna give you one final roll. You can add points to lower the difficulty if you choose.
All right, I'll add I'll do that.
You can with your effort. Do you have? It's an intellect roll. Do you have an edge?
Not on my intellect. My intellect is a straight.
So it would cost 3 points.
3. Okay.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll.
All right.
By the way, Aethera, that is the creature that Crimson Sage had fought and killed. Okay. So with that, you just you're level set. You get what you need, and you can hear something that sounds. It sounds like a. It sounds like a drone, like the propellers of a drone.
Right.
And you're just like, but it's so light. it barely perceptible above the ambient noises.
Okay.
And you're looking around. You don't see one.
P.
Yeah.
You can you get eyes on a drone or anything flying around?
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
So I take a bite out of my sandwich, and I look around. I look up high. He said drone, so I'm gonna look up high.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and make an intellect roll?
All right. So I have perception, trained. No, that's it. So I'm at perception. I got one bonus. Submit. The difficulty. What's the difficulty?
Make your roll.
What's the difficulty?
How many? What's your what?
I can bring it down by one.
Okay.
Because I got perception skills.
Okay. Make your roll. I'll tell you if you hit it.
All right.
If you want to add points to lower it, you can do that. It's up to your maximum effort, which is 1. So you would need to either spend 3 or 2 if you have an edge.
I have 1 edge.
Okay.
So if I have 1 edge,
That just lowers the point cost.
so how much is the first one?
First point is 3, but you can only lower it as many as your tier.
My tier is 1.
Mm-hmm.
My effort's 1, and my edge is 1.
Okay, so that just means 2 points. It costs 2 from your pool, and you lower the difficulty by 2.
All right. I lower difficulty by 2.
Okay, make your roll, please.
What? Did it do it? I rolled a 3. It looks like.
Yeah, your roll is a 3. Okay. You don't see what he's talking about. The sky is partly cloudy, so there's nothing against what from your point of view, from your angle. There's still some buildings that are maybe obscuring your view of the entire skyline, and certainly from where you are, you don't see the river. You would need to go across. You would need to go straight. West? About another block and a half to get a full view of the river, unobstructed of the sky. But from where you're at, you don't see anything.
So I tell him, bro, I can't see what you're hearing.
Fuck. It's there. I don't know where it's at though. Can't see it. But obviously, it's something. Maybe they're spying on the situation.
I don't know, but just take your time. Center yourself and try again. Maybe you can tell how far it is. You're the one who's good with what you're hearing. I'm just assuming that you can do that.
Am I able to tell the range and distance of where?
It's coming from the from ground zero, from that direction.
Where it's over that way. We were at ground zero, correct?
Correct.
Yeah,
well,
I basically say
you were close. You were as close to it as you could without having to sneak in.
Right.
All right. Okay. So, you think something we should actually look for, or we just move on, and if we run into it again?
Hard to say. I mean, I don't know what it means. Maybe the drone is able to see something that we can't.
Yeah, but it's not our drone.
No.
We can't even use it. So.
Right. Yeah, that's all I got. I haven't picked up any other chatter.
You can't tell,
Nobody's talking about nothing else.
and you can't tell where it is exactly.
No, and I can't pick up any audio from it specifically. Like maybe it's only visual, maybe it's visual audio. I don't know.
That's all right. Let's we're still gonna case the area because I don't see those. I haven't seen any of those guys that we saw that night.
Right.
So
Okay.
we're gonna come back around.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna circle back around. We're gonna walk around the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Come up from behind the block. So assuming that we came, assuming we came up from the south, we're gonna circumvert to the west, head north until we get to the end of their quarantine area,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna we'll go back east again and we're gonna go around the entire block,
Mm-hmm.
and real casual, keeping an eye out. I'm looking for those guys that were here before, or anyone that anyone that might look like them.
Okay.
Okay, I know they were when we came up. They were selling. They looked like they were pushing and shit, and they were out here in force.
Mm-hmm.
So for them not to have a couple of people out right now, it's kind of weird, in my opinion, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keeping an eye out for that.
All right. Trying to think. We don't see anything else, Lou.
As you get closer, just again, traffic's being diverted, so it's kind of busy in this area on your street. When you get to the avenue where that's near the piers where the river is, it's completely blocked off. You can still see, like I said, there's. It's not a huge pillar of smoke, but there's still billowing smoke. There's still smoke, black smoke that's coming from the site, where firefighters are still trying to put it out with water, and cops have cordoned off the area. All of them. One of the things that you do notice, they're all wearing rebreathers.
They're all wearing rebreathers.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going underwater?
Oh, they're wearing masks.
They're wearing the masks with the heavy filters.
Yeah, for the smoke. Yeah. For the smoke.
not just the firefighters, but the cops that are away from the scene.
Right.
All right. Now that I see that, I'm gonna start looking around at the civilians and see how many of them are like that too.
Would the civilians would the civilians have that? I mean, I can see civilians wearing maybe like if they want to just stand by wearing like regular.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Masks.
There's a bunch with. There's several with N95s. Some with like, what do you call it? Handkerchiefs across their faces, and some just don't care.
Well, I do have a question, Lou.
Mm-hmm.
In your universe, has COVID happened?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, people could easily get a regular medical mask. They still sell those, so I'm sure people could probably buy those too, as well as the N95 masks that you get from like a regular fucking Home Depot. Yeah.
This time that I'm looking around. What else am I looking for? Now I see none of those gangbangers. None of them. Or notice any of them?
Actually, you do. On the other side of one of the cordoned off areas. So if you're coming from north south, he's on the west side of that street that's going back across town. He's standing there on a phone.
He's on a phone?
Yeah. You notice him because he has a specific neck tattoo of a dragon that you did notice from the night before.
So I tap Audible like, yo, can you try and hear what he's saying?
I could try. Do I have to? I'm rolling again. Roll again, Lou, or
Yeah.
all right. Let's see how much the dice hate me.
They do.
Yeah, they hate me.
Serious?
So no.
All right. Yeah, I'm not getting nothing.
Ah, yeah, I love it. We're not getting anywhere.
No, we can't get close enough.
But it could have been worse. You could have gotten it. He could have been speaking Korean.
That's true.
There,
Which probably
Just saying.
would be.
there.
We need something.
Hello.
Right. So we see that one dude. Anyone else is around? So I'm looking for more of them.
Okay. And there may be one or two on the far side, but there's too far away for you to confirm.
So Audible.
Yeah.
This is your place, bro. You don't know who these other gangbangers are?
Would I recognize who these other guys are, Lou?
You
Do
do.
do I know the? I mean, do I know the local flavor as far as these guys? Or are these new gangbangers?
No, you may recognize that kid that's on the phone. He's maybe about 25,
Mhm.
and he goes by the name of Yo-Yo. He's part of a Korean. He's part of the emerging Korean mob.
Okay.
He's just a foot soldier though.
Okay. But he
It's like
doesn't
when
have any
he's
clout,
as he's
but I
on
can-
he's on the phone. You can see a specific tattoo on the
Right.
backside of his hand.
Right. Have we met before?
This guy, this particular person, no.
All right. So, I'm gonna roll up on him, but and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, pardon me. So what? Do you know what's going on over this way, bro? You know what they're doing? What's all this?
So while he's on the phone, he stops talking, turns to you, gives you the dead eyes stare. Not like angry or anything, but just
Right,
like,
just
who the fuck is
Like,
this guy?
why are you interrupting me,
Like,
kind of shit?
Yeah, and looks you up and down and turns, and he is speaking in Korean.
Okay. Oh, well, my bad, son. It's all right. And I walk back over to T. I got nothing.
Okay, so just in that moment, your phone buzzes. When you look at it, it looks like at first it has that blue screen of death, then some odd characters, then it goes black, and then you can see it. You can see the words coming up.
Okay.
And the words that are coming up seem to be in a conversational tone. Like, package is probably still inside. So this N word is getting in my face. So I might have to call you back. Oh wait, no, he's walking away. Just some idiot just asking for directions. Don't worry about it. Then the other person is talking. So we need to get inside and get that thing. He's saying we need to get it. So
I said I motioned to T and I showed what was on my phone.
Okay.
I look at his phone.
When you look at his phone, the screen goes black.
Wait, what?
Screen
I
goes
repeat
black.
everything. I repeat everything that I just saw.
Okay.
Yo, it was. I swear it was here.
I'm like,
Apparently, it must have. I mean, I don't remember having Google Translate on, but apparently, whatever that dude was saying, there's something in there that they're trying to retrieve. So clearly, they want whatever's in there. So we got to find a way to get in there.
yeah,
What
we
the
do.
fuck? I'll find out what the fuck it is. What the fuck this package is that they're talking about.
All right, we got something there.
So
Look at his phone again, like, and this came up on your phone.
yeah, he was referring to me. I basically.
I wonder why it disappeared like that.
He's lucky. He's lucky. He's lucky. I'm in a good mood today. I probably would have just, in his daylight, I would have popped his eardrum crazy right now for calling me a nigga.
Be excused. You were done it anyway through the phone.
We got work to do.
Okay.
Looking around, so that all right, yeah. So looking at the situation, everyone seems to have their eyes are mostly like on the scene, right?
Yeah, for the most part. It's not a huge crowd, but you know, passers-by, people that are who may be residents to the area. It's just you're talking about maybe a couple dozen people at each location. You know, people that are biking, that are people that are trying to jog and are getting turned away. It's organized chaos in terms of pedestrians, but they're far enough away that no one can get a good look inside the spot. You can see the building, or at least the shell of the building, and they're just blasting it with water. And then
Who are they? Who are the people looking at mostly?
What do you mean?
Like, are they focused on the activity of
the firefighters? Yes.
All right, they're not paying attention to the fire itself.
No, most people are just, they're talking. Right. If you've ever been to the scene of a crash, people just stand there for an hour.
Oh yeah, most of the time when I see the scene, if I'm not in it, most of the time I see the scene of the crash, I'm driving by.
Yeah, and you have those.
Everything. The traffic is slow.
You have those people that are just, passing interest. Some nosy, some. There's varying degrees. This particular gentleman had a more focused look about him. Like he wasn't talking, he wasn't engaging with anyone, and people were standing away from him because he does have that menacing demeanor plus the tattoos.
All right. So they're trying to get something that's inside the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fire's going on. So why don't we go ahead and find ourselves a nice unwatched corner? Maybe you can just get us up there so we can take a look.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna basically be like, yeah, let's try to dip somewhere, and basically we'll take flight. I'll hold you under my arm and then fly above as high as we can and get over.
All right.
No diddy.
Just as you're coming up with that, and your phone beeps again. When you look at it, the screen is still the screen is black. It's almost as if it's on, but it's off, meaning you don't even have your home screen on. But now on the screen you can see an aerial shot of the street, and it turns into what are they called? Not blueprints, but like when a digitized wire-framed image. Is that what am I saying that right?
Topographical.
No. It's not. It's wireframe, meaning it's just lines. So
okay. I know what
That's
you're
fine.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's exactly what it is. Wireframe.
Wireframe, right? I said it right. Okay. Thank you for confirming. So it's just a wireframe of the scene, and right in there's a spot where you can see a red red dot that's just pulsating.
I'm describing everything I'm seeing. Yo, T, this, whatever is happening on my phone, like, and they're like, you can't see this on my phone. I'm asking them to look over my shoulder. How
That
tall are you?
at that point you can see it,
Okay,
Toreador.
I'm showing them. Yo, you see what I'm saying this time?
So I'm looking, and I
Mm-hmm.
see what it's showing me, right?
Yep.
See
And
the
then
wireframe.
again the screen goes black.
So, where that red dot was,
Somebody must be giving us information.
someone's helping us.
Yeah, but who?
At this point, I really don't care. Let's go to the spot where it was marked.
I mean, true enough, but I still want to know
It's
who.
still about 3:30 in the afternoon. So you have maybe about a good
What time of the year?
you probably have a good 5 hours before total darkness.
Okay. So, um, do you want to wait till it's darker, or do you want to try to figure it out now?
We should wait till it's darker.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna
Go find
come.
someplace to eat.
Okay.
How's your sandwich?
Sandwich is good.
I'm gonna go get me-
It ain't cats, but it's good.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go get me one.
Okay.
And cats is bomb.
All right. So we're gonna come to Diablo Mystic Knight sitting at the Floridian, still discussing their plans of action. Go. You don't have to flip me off, sir.
No, that was to my Mangan song.
Of course. Daddy. I'm on you guys. You're having a conversation. You don't need me to facilitate, do you?
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
He's eating a wing. He's eating a drumstick, just like his fat ass is doing right now.
Eating noises.
so anyway, so this is the information that I come up with right now, and break it all down to him. What I found out in the library, the links, which we already kind of went over. It's just the simple fact of but also going to, and I'm talking about the library in our organization. I said I had to pull some cards on this one, which I know is going to come back to me at some time. So then the other and then the other information that I got from the New York library in Manhattan. Lou, question.
Yeah.
Are there any bookstores on occults or anything around the area?
You mean, is there like a Tobin spirit guide type of thing?
You know how they, especially in New York City, they always have something like that. You know, so so basically, it just like popped in my head. Is there any? I'm gonna go on my phone and go through Google, just
So
antiquity shops or
Dude,
anything like
the
that.
Magic Child is in Chinatown. It's like near Chinatown, like in Soho area.
There's a few around, but
There you go. The nearest to you is Chinatown.
How far is that?
Walking, maybe about 20 minutes.
What time is it right now?
3:30 in the afternoon. Everybody wanted to rest. You got your rest.
No, it's true. I was really in bad shape. So
So where we last left off, Dwight had figured out the locations of the shell company
Mm-hmm.
making the star-shaped symbol. We got, it looks like two different ciphers. The one that he got with his research, the one I got with mine, and
also didn't
and
I
we
also
got that symbol that he keeps coming across. And I'm still waiting on word of my college colleague.
I don't even think I showed him, but I know for sure when I was going over, I don't know if it was Adolfo, but I believe when we were going over like branch offices all around the world, it kind of made it didn't it like I put the symbols or something, didn't it configure into some type of symbol, Lou?
It lined up with the symbol that he came across with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
So so each one of these is just basically a branch. Are they different named companies that are, but they're still owned?
My understanding, you didn't come across a huge plethora of names. It was just maybe
There's 5.
Yeah.
5. Okay.
One of them being right next door to where he lives.
So let's look at this. What does each one do? So in that sense, if I go and I look at that one company, what does that company do itself? So does it manufacture something? What is it supplying? What is it
Almost
doing?
if memory serves, and it doesn't, they were import export, and I don't know if I even went into this much detail. I don't recall going into this much detail, but
You did.
Import export, and they
All
don't
all of them,
yeah,
even though they got different names.
don't specifically state what it is. Textiles.
Actually, you did. There was specifically art.
Oh yeah, one of them was art for sure. The one
No,
one near your house, near your terrestrial abode.
The way you made it seem is all of them dealt with art. They were just different branches around the world. There were showcases.
Actually, he is correct.
Okay.
Which is, it could be a cover for a lot of things, especially in Europe. With art being so pricey, they could literally move anything around the world, having those branches. And they're in key locations too. Because from where I remember, it was New York, New England. There was one near Asia, right, that you said?
One in Asia.
But I don't know if you said Japan specifically.
One in London, Southeast Asia.
Mhm.
One in Great Britain, specifically London, and one in
New York.
Australia.
Yeah, and the last one was in South America or something like that. So those are strategic locations for harboring black market goods. And I would know that because that's part of my field in archaeology. So,
Okay.
another thing.
Yeah, they're called the Parkside Galleries.
Another thing. The one that interests me is 2 locations. The one that's right next to you, right? And the other one is Southeast Asia. Wait a minute, hold on. No, we did get to see those the men that were dropping off stuff and bringing out stuff, right? when we were doing the surveillance. So we did get to see that they were Korean, right?
For the
Or that was,
from the warehouse. That
oh,
was from the warehouse.
yeah, from the warehouse. Or it was the Korean part was because I was able to capture the information from the drone. Okay, so it's two different ones, Korean and the Southeast Asians, which I couldn't determine what they were. But being that they do have a location, coincidentally in Southeast Asia, that can't be a coincidence. So how do you want to move about?
The one by my house.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lou, let me. I want to check and see if there are other art galleries with the same name. Now, I'm not talking about out of the country. I'm talking about like
local
within New York.
It's just the one in New York.
Okay. So usually when you look up some, there's always a logo. Is there a logo with it?
There is, but I haven't created it yet, and no, it's not the same as the keeper's glyph.
Now, on the website, it's always going to show art.
Mm-hmm.
Through the art that it's showing, is there anything that catches my eye? Is it real graphic? You know how some people get crazy when it comes to how they express their art. Is there anything? Is it just like boring art, or is it anything that especially me, with the way my mindset is there anything that catches my eye? Because they'll always put it on the website, like what they're selling, when's their next viewing, stuff like that.
Okay. There's one that there's one that stands out, and it's not on the homepage. It's buried in the gallery of artists that they have. They have they're showcasing at least 20 artists in the greater New York area. One that has a showing, in fact, tonight. His name is Jun Minha. He's a South Korean artist, approximately 30 years old. You can see him shaking hands with the museum director. His name is Stephen Sampson, and he's showcasing a piece of art that it's expressionist, but you think you can make out the keeper's glyph as part of his signature.
I'm gonna take my phone, spin it around, show it to Adolfo.
Show it to Mystic Knight.
Mystic Knight, aka Lechon.
Anyways, so I look at it. I'm like, if you don't mind, I take a cable, put it to his phone, put it to my laptop, run a couple of algorithms, and what I'm looking for are a few things. One, see if any of the images are embedded with any type of hidden message, like a virus, a macros, anything. Because usually those images are used throughout the web in order to infiltrate other systems. So I'm going to run a counter hack trying to find those along their website. Also, I'm going to put the, the keeper symbol or whatever it's called, so it could run an image diagnostic to see if there's anything amongst those images that will compare, or if it's overlaid, or if it's in fact drawn in there.
Okay. I need to take a quick break. I'm like, my back teeth are floating here. So we will be right back. And yeah.
Nah, he's
Oh.
trained. He parries with his teeth.
Listen, you
should have raised it
fat
to a
bitch.
All
4?
right, and we're back.
Oh wow.
Thrones of the
Lucky man.
Underworld. All right, so Mystic Knight.
We'll get some wood chips.
Okay, so
So let's recap what you were doing.
okay, first gonna be looking for any type of embedded
He was ordering chicken and waffles.
macros, viruses, tags, anything within the images themselves, which is a useful way to transfer information as well. Second thing is, damn it, what's the second thing?
Damn it, stupid chicken brain.
The second thing was to
Order more pancakes.
run an anagram of the names to see if they match anything that we've come across as part of those ciphers.
An anagram?
Yeah.
You
of
mean
the
an
names-
algorithm?
An algorithm of an anagram, of anagrams, of when the names that are listed, to see which ones are real and which ones are false.
Okay.
Damn it. Fuck, I'm missing point too. Oh, run another algorithm to see if that is the only image that contains the keeper seal or whatever it's called, or are there other images that also have embedded in it, like shades, or it's the actual image just drawn differently, that in and of itself. And if it is found, find out who else is attached to that, regarding not only the artist or who they were represented by, if there are any representations. Oh, and the last thing is, how often does this particular spot hold showings? And who were their key artists? And also run a background on that as well.
Okay.
So those are the 5 things I'm doing right now.
All right. So we're going to start with the first thing, with which I'm going to announce the GM intrusion. What are you going to accept it or decline it?
Well, how much XP did you get me? Let's start with that.
Well, let's just work with the 4 that you have.
It would be nice to know, but anyway.
It wouldn't really matter because the GM intrusion, you either accept it, take the 1, give the 1 to someone else, or you use 1 from your existing pool to decline it. So it's irrespective of your total. You have XP to be able to spend. So you accept it or you do not.
But I'll take it.
Okay. Who else are you going to give?
The only other person I can give it to right now is Dwight.
Okay, so Diablo, you get 1 for that.
Thank you very much.
He's tapping on his phone, Diablo, as you're sitting there just, thinking and contemplating what to do. As he's looking through it, you've seen the symbol. Were you looking on your phone too, or you were just looking from Mystic Knights? I just want to be clear.
No, what happened was I was in my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gave it. Then I showed it to him, and he grabbed his phone and plugged in his
phone to
cord
yours.
right.
Okay.
And I didn't use my phone. What I used was my laptop, the mini laptop that I have.
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. So as you're typing away and you get to that the command to execute the first algorithm, in that moment there is a ping on Diablo's phone, and it not surges, but you can see on your computer in host infection. It just pops up, and you can see a bunch of computerized text that starts streaming down your screen. It goes completely black, and it's almost as if there's a counter hack in it that's happening.
Can I counter the counter hack?
You cannot, and that's what the GM intrusion was for. Now,
I thought GM intrusions only made certain things difficult, not
well, okay,
completely prevented.
How about you are correct. So you can do it. It's going to be difficult, though. You can see this thing. It's similar to what was happening before, except that time you were able to catch it. This time,
do I see this?
I
mean, I'm right there.
Yes. Well, you're sitting across from him, so you're using he's using a laptop, so he's looking at it. I'm assuming the screen.
My phone
the screen is up.
Crazy, right?
No.
It's only on his computer.
It's on his computer, but there's a ping coming from your phone. It's almost as if someone was
spying,
sending you a text. So it could just be a text, but he notices it coming. It's coming directly from your phone as he's trying to hack it.
Well, my phone don't got no abilities like I do, so it's just a cheap.
Okay, so you see it, you immediately recognize it, and you get to work. So you're going to counter hack it to try to prevent what's happening, to prevent the infiltration, correct?
Not only prevent it, but trace it back and send them the same, whatever it is that they're trying to intrude me with, reflected right back to their system.
Okay, that's going to be difficult. So let's talk about what you're using.
Improving the network connection lowers it by 1. Intelligence skill.
Wait, say that again.
Improving the network connection will reduce it by 1. The intelligence-based skill to reduce it by 1 or 2, because I don't remember if I have 2. No, I only have 1 in intelligence, right? Do I have 1 in intelligence or 2?
Hold on. It's your freaking character sheet, you jack.
Listen, I don't have the damn character sheet in front of me right now. Okay?
You have a 2 edge. You raised your edge by 1.
No, I'm talking about my intelligence. Not edge, but
your intelligence power shift 1.
Yeah, 1. Yeah. Okay. That's 1. I'm hacking. That's 2.
You're happy.
All right. Hold on a second. Where is it? Intuitive. Fight. Edge magic. Entangling force. Arcane flare.
Yeah.
All right, so using my magic, so that lowers it by 1. Improving the network connection lowers it by 2. Hacking lowers it by 3.
Where is improving the network connection on your character sheet?
That's one of the cantrips that you were supposed to put on my character sheet, because I don't have it. I don't have access to being able to put it on. You're also supposed to improve
you did have
my
access, actually.
My hacking to not just train, but special, but that didn't get put up either. Hold on, so.
Hold on for a second. If your hacking is gained from your intelligence power shift, wouldn't you need to increase your power shift in order to increase your hacking?
No, it's a skill.
Okay.
It's not a power.
Well, it says it's gained through intelligence power shift. That's why I'm asking. That's fine. And no, that's not it. You said it was increasing the network connection,
Improving the network connection.
and that's
cool.
that's in the book. I just want to.
Counts. Yeah, it's in the book of magic, the cantrips.
Okay. Okay. It's an intellect, right? What's the cost?
The cost is 1.
And it's from the magic book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, improve hacking, intelligence, magic. That's 4. I'm going to use knows what to do to reduce it by 1 more.
That's
now,
the one that you can only
question.
do once, correct?
Yeah, and then I have what's it called? A liability
Mm-hmm.
for the next roll. Okay. So, question: is my hacking still trained or is it specialized?
I put it to specialized.
Okay, so that's 6,
Okay.
and I'm going to reduce it by yet another 3 by using my intellect. So that will be
Your
5 points.
your effort is only 1, so you can only. That just means your edge just reduces the cost. So it would cost
Okay.
you. It would be 1 for 1 difficulty reduction.
Okay, so it'll be 3 points, right then? Because the total will be 3 plus 2 is 5 minus 2 is
How are you doing this math? It's your edge reduces the
yeah,
cost.
for the effort that I'm applying, it would be 3, right?
It would
For the
technically
first
be
one?
it would technically be 3 without an edge. Your edge,
And then 2 for the second one, right?
yeah, you don't get a second one. Your effort dictates how much points.
Yeah,
you put.
I get to lower it by 2, the effort and 1 more. So I can do 2 points. I would just be using 3 instead of the 5, because of my edge. So in total,
What
I've
you're
lowered
saying
it
is your
by-
effort and your edge counts as 2 points that you could potentially lower it by. I thought
Yeah.
it was just your effort. I mean your
Yeah.
tier. Your tier and your effort. Okay. We'll deal with that.
All right, so it's minus 8 total on the difficulty.
Okay. Make a roll.
Ooh.
18. And that comes with a minor.
No.
Is it a minor effect or a major? No, minor effect.
It's not. It's 19 and 20. It's the effect.
No, he's
No,
right.
it starts at
18.
17.
Starts at.
Starts at 17 to 20. I think 17 and 18 are minor. 19 and 20 are major.
All right.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So what's the result?
Give me 1 second here, please.
Because I already know what my minor effect is going to be, and it's going to be a spell that's going to trigger.
Where is it?
So Lou,
Yeah.
do I see his fingers move like in Meatballs raining? You know how the guy
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, something like
yeah,
that.
the way the dude will be on the computer the way.
Yeah.
You got problems.
He's like, not this time, buddy.
Oh, so with that, yes, you're able to slow down the hack, prevent it from invading your system, and the additional effect is to do the spell. Remember, it's a minor effect. So what specifically?
Remember, I was deflecting it also back into their system.
Sure.
The minor effect is going to be that's going to trigger the cantrip remote viewing, and I'm going to be able to see the transmission from where they're sending it. And as soon as that pops up, I'm going to capture their images, their lab, their faces, everything.
Okay.
And then once I send a counter hack back, hopefully it'll do what it's going to do, and then I terminate on my end as soon as I know that it's infiltrated their system. So once it's infiltrated the system, I'm going to capture their image, and then I'm going to terminate the hack.
Okay. When you do all of that, and there's the feed comes up, and it looks like from a laptop camera, because you can see the face of an old man, and he's busily typing across the screen, and then he's looking at something and typing, and looking at something and typing, and at some point he's just like, how did this? And he reaches, he puts his thumb where you're looking at, and you can hear a click, and then the screen is gray.
But I already captured his image anyway. So terminate the hack, because obviously he's going to want to try and do the counter, and I'm not sure what he's being assisted with, because this is some really top grade shit.
The just for more context, the pings, it seems to be bouncing off of a variety of systems or locations.
He's using the world hopper. That's what it's called.
So, yeah, okay.
So that wasn't why it was so difficult to track it down and then counter it. I get it. I understand. But I captured the location and captured his image. If there was any meta files that I can capture also, I'm going to keep that all in that moment.
No, you weren't able to do that.
Okay. I'm just asking.
No, you kicked it back. You got your image. You got your pings, but that's not going to yield you a very, very much information, because it could be the source could be from any one of those, and it was over a dozen. Now, but his face you can see, and what was I going to say? Yeah. So you terminate the connection. Okay. You noticed Diablo that he was furiously typing, and your phone was just pinging, like you were constantly getting text messages like bling,
what happened?
Bling.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you if I can hold on to your phone once I terminate the connection and the hacking. D, can I hold on to your phone?
What happened?
We were hacked, and I can tell you right now, it's the same caliber that we've been facing all along. This is military grade, but I've got one advantage now. What I'm gonna do, right? I'm pretty sure that he's done everything to scrub his identity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use facial recognition a little different. I'm going to go through any sort of secondary image backdrops, like he may have been at a scene or stuff like that, and he may have been captured without him noticing, in order to try and identify who this guy is.
Okay.
Okay. That way it won't alert him.
Do me a favor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call another GM intrusion that you either have to accept or decline.
You made him take off his glasses. He's sweating bacon.
Because right now he knows I'm hindered, and that might prove the difference between what I can do and what I can't do. Fuck.
My man is sweating bacon grease.
You know what? Fuck you. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. I'll take the GM intrusion.
Okay.
I welcome the challenge.
As you're saying, can I look at your phone? What you notice is that his microphone is open and his video camera is open, and his processor was near at his limit.
Okay, so he had the flip phone, so just flip it down so I can shut off the camera at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't say anything about what I'm doing. Just to make that clear, I did not state that I was going to do another counter or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was just asking him if I could get his phone. And knowing that, turn off, take out the battery. So that'll kill the mic also.
Okay.
But knowing that now, I know how to plug the phone in without him immediately hacking into my system. Motherfucker.
Okay, so you're still at the diner, sitting just outside. You can what the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? You both turn to the sound, and there's 4 patrol cars. Just they speed. They come right to the front of the diner.
Okay.
What the fuck did you do?
So,
Lou, I get up and I'm walking out the back door.
Because they're all coming out with their guns. Their
Wow.
guns out, and they're running. They're running
Look.
towards the entrance. Yes.
Very casually go over towards the bathroom. You know, shift out my my laptop so that way, even if they run something on it, they can't get anything at it. That's magically done. And I'm going to use the same Cypher for the quick illusion.
You know, the ciphers only have one use, right?
Okay. So recreate it if I can.
Not in this moment. Not while you're hindered.
That's right. All right, so then just quickly make my way out.
So are you leaving the laptop, or are you taking it with you?
No, I'm taking the laptop with me. But I'm just shutting it down so that way they can't be tracing me. Because that's probably what they're doing.
Okay.
Smart guy, fucker.
All right. So we're gonna move back to
That's some bullshit.
Crosshair. You get back to
Yo,
you were you had left it. You
I
have
was
left the lab, and you were heading back to the hotel, or you going somewhere else?
um I was if he didn't give me the list for stuff that he needed to pick up for him.
He doesn't. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. He just needs to study it, but he doesn't know what to give you. That's the
All
thing.
right. I'm going to I'm gonna pay a visit to the cleaners. We're gonna have a little talk.
Okay.
I popped 2 painkillers.
All right, and you make your way over to their spot in Brooklyn. That doesn't.
Mhm.
We'll fast forward. We'll do a little time skip here. You get to their. You get to their garage. They have a pretty nondescript garage. It's literally says, was it McCluskey Cleaners? That's their cover, and as you get closer, the one thing that you notice, and it's approximately 5 p.m. now, so there's still enough light in the sky that it's daylight. Their garage is open, and you can see the tail lights of their van still on
Oh,
as you approach.
I approach on the driver's side.
Doors open, and you can clearly see a smear of blood on the inside driver's side window, followed by a blood splatter on the door panel, on the quarter panel, the floor, and it looks like blood stains and bloody footprints going towards the office.
So I head towards the office, my gun drawn.
All right, get to the office itself. There's a glass, so you can see into it. What you see is pretty gnarly. There's pretty much blood everywhere. Ceiling, there's blood splatter on the ceiling, walls, the desk. There's blood spatter on that window, on the inside of that window. That door is open, and you can. Hold on a second.
What do I hear?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Somebody on a computer or something?
No.
Somebody roughing some things?
Sounds like bones being crushed, and then a chewing sound.
So I look inside.
Okay. As you angle yourself, all right. So look inside for me means something different in my head, and I don't want to place you inside my head as how I see it. So tell me how you're approaching. You've been inside of a garage. When you walk in, there's the vans here. The motor's not running, but the keys are still in, lights are still on. The sound going into that office, and there's it's like 2 more car bays. There's only 1 car at the far end, the third bay or the first, depending on how you want to count it. And the direct route to that office is about 10 feet from where you're standing. You don't have a line of sight, but you can see everything from that window. You can hear that sound, and I'll play it again.
I open the door.
Okay.
I point the gun in.
You slide the door open very slowly, and something hairy, massive, and it looks like their dog. They had a German Shepherd. They have a German Shepherd. His name is Paco. Paco is a very friendly dog that just loves jumping on people. They never really
Does
used
this
him.
dog have the black goo on
They
him?
never used Paco as anything but a pet. He wasn't a guard dog. He was a pet. They love Paco. Paco is normally about 80 pounds. This looks about 5 times that weight.
400 pounds.
And as you, what you see it crunching, play it again for effect, is a shin bone. And you can see it's a shin bone because you can see the boot that's attached to the shin bone.
His back is turned towards me, or is he facing towards me, chewing on the dog?
His back is towards you.
Does this dog look like it's got the black goo on him or something or whatever?
You just see its fur matted in blood.
Oh.
At this point, it stops. Hold on.
We went from freaking
creeping feeling as this thing is. You can hear it's like. It turns.
I put 2 in it.
All right. You get your opportunity attack. I will give you that. It is a speed roll, I believe.
Let's see. I have Weapon Master. The weapon. Training crafting tasks associated with your chosen weapon. Weapon is a bow. Practice. You have +1 damage to one type of weapon. I have combat prowess. Find the floor.
Okay.
I have find the floor. And I have dexterity power shift. And no, see-through deception doesn't help me.
No.
I have combat prowess. Find the floor. Does find the floor tell me anything?
Hold on a second.
If it has a straightforward weakness, takes extra damage from fire, can't see out of the left eye, so and so on.
It's just right now. You're just seeing this thing for the first time. It's not what you're used to. It's monstrous. It's menacing.
And it just killed all the cleaners.
And you don't see anything but blood. There's a possibility that it may slip on the blood if you engage it, but that would be a temporary advantage.
All right.
So you could potentially use that find the flaw to lower the difficulty.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm gonna find the floor. Use that to form the slip.
Let's see. Pass.
If possible.
Combat pass.
I do have trained without armor.
It would be your dex power shift plus your weapon proficiency.
All right.
So you're using what? This is considered a light weapon. Is that a handgun?
It's a handgun. It's the same size as a as a lawgiver.
Okay. Let's see.
And I have master's weaponry. You are a master of a particular type of weapon, be it sword, whip, dagger, gun, or something else. Under my background, it's under my background.
Okay.
So I will take my shot. Intelligence, power shift. Oh, that's it. Defense rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Prodigy. That's snipe.
You can use your.
I
You
use-
can. You can lower it by your effort and your tier. So you can lower it by 2 points. It'll cost you 4.
Okay.
4 points in your speed pool.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so that means
So
you're
4 points.
lowering the difficulty by 3 total.
Yes.
Okay, make your roll.
Natural 20. 7.
7. Actually, you do hit with that. So
Mhm.
you take your you take your shot. Where did it go? There it is. You take your shot. You hit it. What's the damage?
The damage is medium.
All right, so that would be 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. So roll 1d4 or just
No.
it just takes 4
It just takes the 4. Do you have additional damage for this? I just want to make sure that you are adding everything that you need to add.
Add +1 damage to the weapon of your attack of
Okay.
your choice. So it comes 5.
All right. One of the things you can do, just as an aside, you can declare additional points in your pool to add damage to the roll. I believe you can. If not, we'll confirm that. But right now,
Yes, you can. You can also use points in the pool to increase the number of targets you want to do.
Yeah, so I have combat prowess, which gives me a +1
to
my
damage.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings it to 5.
Trying to see if there's anything else that you could use.
That would actually bring it to 6, Crosshair.
No.
No, it's only 4. Combat prowess brings it to 1. +1 extra damage.
And then your specialty and your weapon is another 1.
Huh? The weapon,
the
combat mastery.
Weaponry, right?
Combat mastery. Where's combat mastery?
I have master's weaponry under my background.
Okay. You're a master
And
of a particular weapon type, be it sword. That just brings you that would just lower the difficulty of the roll, I would believe. Make you trained or proficient.
Weapon mastery.
Yep. I think that's it.
So 6 points. Find the foot doesn't give me anything. Movement, healing, shift.
Nope, that's it. All right. So you're talking 5 points. When you hit it, you hear it. And now we roll initiative.
Oh yeah. This ought to be good. Let's see.
And by we, I mean you.
Huh?
You roll the initiative. If you beat the level of the creature, then you go first.
Yeesh. Roll high.
You go first. So you take that first shot. You can. It doesn't shrug it off. It winces and takes a half step back, but now it's pissed and coming right at you, my brother.
So
No.
I'm gonna pop another shot at him. want to put you down, Paco. Bad dog. Bad boy.
Okay, make your roll.
Natural 20. Another 7.
All right, so another 5 points. You shoot it again, you hit it. Again, it's just, it winces, takes a half step back, but now it's coming right at you. All right, that's enough of that.
Alright. It's time to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like I'm in Resident Evil, running through that little area. And the Cerberus comes jumping through the window.
So, you do all the rolling. I don't do anything. So you just get to declare your defense.
So, my defense is,
It's running to snap right at you.
yes, I'm going to
As
get
it
out the
comes
way.
closer,
Thinking your way out. If you wish, you can use your points from your intellect pool rather than your might or speed pool on any non-combat action. No, I'm in combat, so that wouldn't work.
that pretty much defeats that. As it comes closer, and you can see it's like, you know how they bare their fangs and their jaws are like snapping just before they get ready to bite. You can see from its gums, mixed in with the blood, is that goo.
Yeah, I have dexterity, power shift, movement, acrobatics, initiative, and speed. Defenses are eased by 1 step per shift.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only thing defensive I have.
It's like, mommy.
No, I'm
We
gonna.
can't fight without.
Huh?
Fighting without armor.
Yeah, fighting without practice without armor.
Trained without armor, you are trained in speed defense
You are trained in
tasks
speed defensive tasks.
when not wearing armor. But you're wearing armor, correct?
No.
Okay.
I want to go see Glasgow.
That's fine. So that's 1. And then combat prowess, it's only adds the damage. So you know what? He was no, we already added that. So that was where the 5 comes from.
Dexterity power shift.
Dexterity power shift is 2. So you're lowering the difficulty by 2. And so I'm going to tell you, this is a level 4 creature. It's a level 4 wolf. So at a minimum, you need a 12 or better at a 4 difficulty. You lowered it by 2. You now need a 6 or better.
All right. So I need a 12 or better, you say?
6 or better.
Or 6 or better. All right.
I thought I explained that clearly the first time.
Natural 20, here I come. Ooh.
All right. So it takes that first leap at you and snaps. You dodge out of the way. Your attack. You can see it's sort of limping as it makes that first leap, but it's adjusting its balance and coming right at you. It literally blows through the door frame. Yes.
Lou.
Yes.
He can get a minor effect off of that roll.
I didn't think you could on a defense roll.
And any roll that's a critical roll from 17 or up can give you a minor or major effect.
Okay. What would be the minor effect? It could be a minor effect. Could be a flurry dodge. You can dodge. You know what I mean? Like consider it like.
Consider in fact my pain threshold and what I just went through 24 hours prior or
Correct.
36 hours prior.
You're seeing stars
And
right now with
and I'm on
ribs.
painkillers. I took double the on the painkillers. I'm going to painfully do the cool old school He-Man roll from the cartoon to get out the room.
Oh.
And get back up, wincing, holding my side.
I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? All right, you roll right out into the open space, and you can hear him coming. As he comes, he's just coming barreling after you. That can be a short distance move, which you can do as part of your action, just so we're clear.
Yes.
He hits that door and slams it shut. You know, like boom, with his body weight, and it's just coming right at you. Gives you enough time to take your next action, which is where we are right now.
So for my next action, this is an experimental weapon that I have.
Mm-hmm.
As a little girl, I fell in love with Judge Dredd and the Lawgiver. So I go to voice imprint and I say,
Raise your hand if you think he's gonna roll a 1.
"Hell with that." I say incendiary.
Okay.
See if the bullet will change to incendiary.
All right.
Now the thing about it is, it's a percentage chance because this is a work in progress. I haven't perfected it.
Okay.
So if I got to roll a percentile to see if I get the incendiary, do I shoot first and then roll,
Is it a
or do I
percentile?
roll percentile and then?
Is it a percentile?
No, the way that would work is...
the way I'm setting it up, it's experimental. This is the first time I'm making a
Oh,
weapon.
okay. So
I'm actually bringing it out to a field test and everything else like that.
Let's make it an even 5 on the difficulty.
So 11 or better?
No.
No, 15.
15 or better.
Also, what you can do, Lou, as is an experiment, he can actually pay the base cost on top of that.
Okay, so that's fair. You would need to spend at least 4 on your intellect pool.
Okay.
Make your roll strike.
All right, so it brings it down to 4. Brings it down to what?
No. That's just to activate it.
That won't bring it down to anything. That'll just be the cost for you to even attempt the experimental weapon.
Yeah.
And then you, Lou, can make the judgment call of another threshold as to him shooting, being able to have an effective projectile, but not incendiary, or actually the 15 mark causing the incendiary.
So,
and then there's actually the failure.
I get you. I get what you're saying. So essentially, what I will do is instead of the 4 to hit him, the 4 difficulty by his level, you're increasing the difficulty by another 2. Because of the experimental round, so you're gonna have to, in order to lower that, you need to spend more more of your pool from your speed.
All right, so
you can lower it by another.
Maximum I can use so much.
You have 8 from your speed pool left. You can lower it by 4, bringing it down to the original 12 or better.
I'm bringing it up 4.
Okay.
Bring it down to 12 or better. And
but wait, doesn't he have combat prowess, which lowers it by 1 also?
Down 1.
And then and then he has all things dexterity, which also lower it by 1, so that'll be a 2 difficulty for him. And then he also has
combat prowess raises my damage.
Yeah, dexterity.
Extra point of damage.
Dexterity doesn't lower. It's only speed defense tasks.
No. The dexterity also lowers
its movement.
Doesn't increase the damage. It lowers the difficulty to strike.
No, I'm telling you right now. Movement, acrobatics, initiative, and speed defenses are eased. That's it.
Oh. That sucks.
So combat prowess just gives me much well. So I got to roll a 12 or better. Natural 20 would be good right about now.
Oh, damn.
That's okay.
Spending XP.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I do have XP, don't I?
You do?
Yes.
I'll use my XP.
Okay. Reroll, because as soon as you whip out your weapon, you're like, incendiary. Click. This thing's like...
What'll be bad now is if I roll another 1.
Don't say that. Oh.
And I'll be rolling up another character. Here we go.
Okay.
Not quite.
With that, you get the round off, but it sails a little over its head. Roll a defense because it's coming at you full bore.
Oh gosh, here we go. Dodgy.
Okay.
With that, you duck painfully out of the way, and it jumps right over you. I'm gonna roll. I'm going to do a GM intrusion. Are you going to accept it, or are you going to pay the XP not to accept it?
I accept it.
Okay.
Wouldn't be role playing if which is what I accept.
With that, I do a player intrusion, giving up an XP.
No, you have to be there. So,
No, I accept it.
but good try. In that moment, as it dives over you, you can feel it grab you. Like it jumps over you, and you as you're trying to duck under it, one of its clawed paws hooks. It just hooks a piece of your cloth and pulls you into the street, and it tumbles. You tumble with it. As you get your bearings, all you can see is a grill coming at you. You're gonna need to make a grill and screeching tires.
And screeching tires. That's what it's got to do.
Here we go. I'm gonna have to dodge out the way, or else I'm gonna get hit by a car.
Correct.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't know. This is GM.
No, that'll do it.
All right, yeah. So as soon as you hit the ground, you're rolling. Where? And you dodge out of the way, but it gets hit. And with that, it lets out a one of those yips and yells and hits its side.
What does it do when it gets hit?
You can just see it. It's like most animals that get hit by a car. It has the nerve twitches in its muscles, so it's doing that, and it's doing like the best I can describe it is like a curly shuffle. So it's moving, it's spinning on its side
around on the ground.
Yeah, as it's writhing in pain.
Is it my go?
It is.
I stab him with the syringe. I give him all of it.
Okay. Audible. Sorry, Ethera.
Who? Go.
Ethera. Now, I'm sorry, Ethera. You were doing what? I apologize.
The last thing I did was I reached out to people about Solomon Grundy. A couple of text messages.
You actually do get one of your contacts. He calls you. Give me the name of one of your contacts. I can't remember the name that we used last time.
Jewish mafia guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
Give me a moment.
Abrahim.
Nah, it wasn't Abraham.
You're dumb.
Jewish mafia guy and Muhammad.
Muhammad for a Jewish mafia guy? No. For a Jewish mafia guy would be Shelby.
Oh, his name is Hiram.
Or Hiram, yeah. We've known a Puerto Rican Jew named Hiram.
Allah. Wow, we're gonna get canceled.
Yes.
Fuck it.
All right,
Hey,
so
how would you say it, Mike? It's trigger time.
let me let's move past that, and you just let me know what the name is. So you get that you get a call, and before you even say hello, it's like, why the fuck are you on the news? And what are you doing looking for that?
Well, his name is Niklaus.
Niklaus.
And
Hey, yeah, Santa Claus.
Oh,
That is a big fat Jew.
All right, take it easy.
Oh, Niklaus, that's somebody else. I'm
Oh,
sure.
It's like, I'm on a secured line, you fucking Momo. What are you doing on the news? Why would you get? Why do you give these people? You have a death wish. I think it's you because you're young and you're hot, and that's why you do it. That's why you do it. You're young, you're hot, and you don't like he's like and you don't like the schnitzel. That's what it is. You're just torturing us. You're torturing all of us. He's like, but and that I could forgive. That I could forgive. Not really, but I have no choice. But what is this about this Solomon? Listen, kid, stick to stealing. You don't want to get involved in that. What do you need that for?
I plan to do what I do and get a sample of it.
A sample. A sample. You know how expensive that shit is? How dangerous it is? The people that deal in this stuff, they don't play around.
And have you ever known me to play around?
At least not with the schnitzel.
You say, wait a minute. Is that a joke? You say, is that a joke? Is that a joke? Seriously? So you forgot all about Bangkok? Is that what we're doing right now? You forgot about that. It's like you left me holding my schnitzel, but I forgave it. I forgave it. You made it up for me. You made it up to me. But 2 months in a Bangkok prison, not good for not good for me. Not good for my look. But this is something completely different, kid. What do you need it for? Is this for a client? What?
Yes, it is.
Are you fucking serious? You're dealing in this stuff now. It's like, are you down on your luck? You need cash?
No,
I know you've been stealing from your friends and betraying them at every turn. I'm kidding. He doesn't say that. It's like, do you need some? Do you need cash? I can get you a job. I can get you a couple of jobs that are good paying. But you don't need to deal in that.
Oh, this is part of the job, Nicholas.
Oh, we're using Christian names, huh? Is that what we're
Christian.
doing?
Although you're Jew.
You say, wait a minute. So
Wow.
So you say, wait a minute.
Wow,
So
Cartman.
we're using our government names? Is that what we're doing? All right, Isabella Frost. Like, listen. I don't know why you want to be involved in that stuff, but I'd rather you deal with somebody you know than somebody you don't. Because these fucking guys that deal in this shit, they're next level fucking scary. I have a guy who might have some. Might. He's been looking for it, see if he can replicate it, but he can't. He wants to get rid of it, but no one wants to put up the money to get it. I think so. If you got 100 G's, I can get you some. But you say, but you're freaking hot right now, and not in the way that I take to my bed every night. I'm talking about the heat is on. It's like those government fucks are looking for you. You do understand that?
Well, yeah. I'll keep a low profile.
Oh yeah. Low profile. How many platinum blondes are stealing GSTF fucking gear in plain sight? Let me count. One. It's like, if you're serious, I can get it. But I really hope that you're not getting involved in this trade. These people are fucking. I'm telling you, they're next level scary.
This is just a trade-off. That's all.
All right, kid. Listen, I owe you for getting me out of that fucking hellhole. Actually, I don't owe you shit. You put me there, but whatever. I feel like I owe you. But all right. I'm sending you an address. Bring the money. And just be careful.
I most definitely will. Thank you again.
And phone hangs up. Sends you that address. It's down in the Flatiron district, which isn't too far from you. And he gives you the address. He says, be careful. And just get it and go. Don't linger.
I simply respond copy.
Okay.
I'm also making note of something else.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Roughly what area were we in when Vanessa kicked that girl out the car?
You were heading toward. It's right around the 40s.
Yeah, we were coming off the west side. Yeah,
And you were going
from
north.
the heliport. Yeah.
It was right around the 40s.
All right, on the way to the Flatiron District, we take a taxi,
Mm-hmm.
pass through that area, see if there's any police lines, any cordoned off areas
Around
along that route.
along that route. No, not where you're. Not from there. No.
Okay.
Flatiron's right around the 12s and the teens, right?
Right.
So yeah, no.
Okay. All right, I'll look into that after I get a hold of this. Get this business taken care of. Which will start with making a stop. It is the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do I need to exchange this out so it's cash in hand and not.
And banks are closed at this point.
Didn't you say it's around 3?
That's true. It was 5 for Crosshair. I apologize. So yes.
Yeah.
5 what?
5 p.m. We're gonna catch. Everyone's gonna catch up to you at some point.
Okay.
All right. You. I'm not gonna ask specifically where you bank, but you're gonna go to the bank that you bank at. Is it legit or is it not?
Go to a bank. It's definitely not going to be just.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how are you doing this? I don't want to belabor the point if it's not relevant. If you have the access to the capital, however, banks are limited in the amount of cash that they give. Without
cashier's check.
Okay. All right.
Everybody loves cashier's checks.
Is that what you're getting?
Mm-hmm.
You thought you had him, didn't you?
I didn't think I had him. Listen, you piece of crap. I just started working at a bank. That's why I'm saying this. So, all right. You're able to gather
Actually, you can't. You get something besides a cashier's check.
What?
You can also get a prepaid debit card with $100,000 given to him. In fact, if he has a bank account that he's established with the bank and everything else like that, he doesn't fall under the same type of criteria as any other normal Joe Schmo that comes in here and cashes his check.
Yeah, but
if he has a substantial amount of, if it has
help the fact that he needs cash on hand. The next thing, just as good as cash on hand, is a cashier's check.
Okay.
That's why he's doing that.
That's fine. We don't need to go into the weeds on it. It's fine. Okay. When you get to that particular section, the Flatiron District has pretty much transmogrified from meatpacking to fashion. So there's an eclectic group of boutiques and shops. The location that they gave you was on the other side of a high-end fashionista. I can't remember her name. I think it was like Vera Wang. That's the only name that comes to mind.
Wow.
Right above the Vera Wang store is where he's directing you. As you get closer to the entrance, it's right around the corner from where that store is, but you notice someone standing there that is not being very conspicuous about what he is. Glasses, long coat, not long coat. He's wearing a suit, and you can clearly see he's packing, and not a handgun either.
Ew.
I didn't mean that. He has a submachine gun underneath his jacket. You can tell by the way that it's situated, and he keeps
I-
shifting.
I make note of that.
Yep.
I also
As you get
start.
closer to him, he is Asian, but he is big, like Bolo Young big.
5'8".
Oh,
Right. I had a joke about that. It's like, man,
I would have gone with Chayan Fat.
it's like
He's
I
at least 6'1".
I met the biggest Puerto Rican the other day when I got sent to county jail. He was at least 5'7". All right, anyway.
Wow. Yeah. Fuck you.
He didn't say wide. He said height wise.
Ah.
Still, fuck you.
Okay, so how close do you intend on getting? Because you can pretty much notice this from, say, across the street. If you were across the street making your way towards him, that's the one detail that gives you pause. So again, I don't want to take too many liberties, but
okay.
as you
I will.
you see
I will
that.
definitely circle around him. Try and.
To his, once you circle around him, what he's standing in front of is, those wrought iron stairs going up to the door that's at the second floor above. And behind him, there's someone sitting, smaller Asian gentleman, also with the suit, but he's on his phone and he's smoking.
Okay.
He's also packing. But
and this is the address.
yeah, he's also packing, but he literally has his weapon across his lap.
Okay. I am going to. What's nearby stores? You said there's a.
The Vera Wang is directly across the street where they're standing, and then there's some other boutique stores, handbags, boots, just clothing in general, high-end clothing, or high-priced clothing. I don't know about high-end.
Right.
But it's all geared. It's mostly geared for women.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go into one of those stores.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get in there, I'm going to peruse around a little bit. Pick up an outfit or two that I,
Salespeople immediately hone in on you. One of the sales girls just staring at your face. She's like, "Oh my God, you are gorgeous, and that would look amazing on you."
I smile at her.
If you want, you could try it on. You won't want to take it off. I can guarantee you. It's pricey. You're probably talking about $2,500 for the outfit that you're looking at.
All right. Well, I will take the opportunity to go to the dressing room, try it on. And while I'm there, I will relieve myself of all but one scalpel.
He's like, relieve myself. He's like, ugh. All but one scalpel. Okay.
And I will hide the rest. In fact, while I'm in the room there, I will go through the wall.
Yep. The whole time the girl is talking, she's talking and talking and talking and yapping.
Yeah. So I can hide it like behind the wall, so it's not just out in the open.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Put the, change clothing. Step out, admire myself in it.
She's like, what did I tell you? Amazing.
This is quite nice.
She's like, I have no idea why you're talking like that, but you look amazing. No, I'm kidding. That's
Tell you what, I'll take it. Please bag it up for me. I'll be back to pick it up shortly.
She's like, absolutely. Cash or charge?
I take out one of the cards I have available. Charge, please.
She's like, great, that's great. I'll have it. She's like, what, you're not going to wait for it? I could just, it won't take but a minute.
I'll be right back. I have to make another stop.
Oh, okay, I'll have this ready for you.
All right, so now just my scalpel and I are going to walk across the street towards that Asian gentleman.
Okay. So he's, going back and forth, and then he sees you, and as you walk towards him, you're slowly looking up, and he's looking down as you come closer. And he says nothing. Then out from behind him, all you hear is, "Hey!" The guy's like, "Oh my god!" It's like, you are so gorgeous. Yeah. It's just like, can we help you? He's still not hiding his weapon, by the way.
Right. I look past the larger guy and I look at him and I say, I'm interested in something born on a Sunday.
So with that, he's like, he looks up at his friend. It's like, come. He's like, I have to check you.
All right. And this
all pretense of civility and friendliness gone. With that, he frisks you pretty hard in places. It takes a little bit of extra attention in certain places, but for the most part, it's like he hands you a card. He's like, first, it's like, knock 3 times, give card.
I nod.
So at that point, he's just like, and that was me exercising my right to pretend Chinese or Asian. Anyway, get to the top of the stairs, knock 3 times. The door opens. A woman.
I present the card.
She opens. She's like, inside. Her English is perfect, by the way.
I follow along.
So she says, you don't look like our regular customer. You a cop?
I tilt my head and I look at her with a look of derision. I'm just here on business for somebody else.
Oh, your boss, huh? Okay. You have what we need. He's like, you come empty-handed? I don't see any cash.
I reach into my bra, take out the cashier's check.
So, what's this? She takes it from you, opens it up. It's like,
untraceable payment.
Looks at you. She does the foreign passport look. You. Wait here, please. She points to a couple of seats. The inside, it looks like just a regular reception area. There's a desk there. There's a woman that's sitting. She's essentially typing something. She didn't even regard you when you came into the room. The other woman walks into past the door, closes it behind her, and then she comes out maybe about 30 seconds later with I don't know who that is, but please mute yourself. Comes out with another Asian gentleman. He has a suit on and he has your cashier's check in hand. And she bows to him and walks out. And he gives the head nod to the receptionist and she follows the other one. So it's like, What is this? It's like, we take cash. They didn't tell you?
Listen to this 8-second song tonight and supercharge your memory back to teenage levels. MIT scientists recently.
No, no one mentioned specifically cash. So I gather a cashier's check is just not good enough.
Like, he hands it back to you. He's like, come back with cash. Then we see. You're getting the sense this is not the guy.
Maybe we could carry this further up the chain.
You deaf? You want? You say you want product. I want cash. Simple. Easy. Come back. Go. Points to the door. He's like, go. You know, they do it in those countries. They just underhand.
Very,
say,
very direct and brusque. Yes.
Go.
I narrow my eyes a little bit and smile at him. Oh, I'll be back then. And I turn and I walk out.
Okay.
Sarah, I dare you.
No, no, no. That's a different game with another character entirely. That's not my character.
Yet.
Hey Lou, I gotta go.
All right, man. Oh
I'll see
yeah,
you guys later.
I'm gonna have to stop it here, fellas. I didn't even realize the time. So we'll pick this up the next go around. For I am DM discretion. For Audible, Diablo, Mystic Knight, Toreador, Ithera, and Crosshair, we will wish you a fond farewell to the next adventure. Thank you so much for joining us.